Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How to solve vector questions for IGCSE paper 2. I have sample of 3 questions from past papers. Let's solve it together. Question number 1. I have a triangle vector A and vector B are named on OP and OQ, and I have a ratio between PS and SQ is 4:5. So PS is 4 parts and SQ is 5 parts. The question is find OS in terms of A and B in its simplest form. Just to draw OS, okay? I can find now OS from the upper triangle or the lower one. So consider that triangle, consider the triangle OPS. I have now the vector OS is equal to OP vector plus PS vector, okay? According to the theorem of adding vectors in a plane. So OP is simply is A plus the PS vector is 4 parts out of 9 parts of PQ. So just write 4/9 of the vector PQ. Why I select this way? Because the vector PQ inside of the question, the vector PQ can be written in this form. Look, as you see here, look. The vector PQ, this vector, is simply PO plus OQ. The vector PQ is PO, which is negative A, plus OQ, which is B. Okay? So come back to my original solution for OS. So I have A plus 4/9 of PQ here is negative A plus B. After simplification, you can find the answer A plus negative 4/9A plus 4/9B. Final answer is A, not A, sorry. A plus negative 4/9 is 5/9A plus 4/9B. And this is answer. So we depend on the theorem of adding two vectors. If you have a vector like this, A, and another vector in the same direction, B, so the sum of them is the third side of the triangle in the opposite direction. This side is simply A plus B. Okay, let's go to other question here. Question number 2. I have a parallelogram vector Q and P named OC and OA. CK is 2KB. When you have this given that CK is 2KB, it means when you have KB is 1 part, so the CK is 2 parts, okay? Always assume like this. When you have CK is 2KB, always assume this one, KB is 1. So the other vector CQ is 2 times 1 is 2. M is midpoint of KL. Where is KL here? Yeah, M is midpoint. These 2 parts are equal. And OA is P and OC is Q. The question is, find in terms of P and Q, given you the answer in the simplest form, the vector KL. Go to the vector KL. The vector KL, as you see, I can use to solve it. Look at this one. The vector KL equals, use this, I have L midpoint. Yeah, I have this L midpoint. The L here is midpoint of AL is equal to LQ. These 2 sides are equal. It means this vector here is Q, half Q, and this is half Q. You know, opposite sides of parallelogram are equal and parallel. So this vector is Q, so each part of this is half Q in the same direction, of course. And this vector is P. This is the whole part is also P. It divide in a ratio 2 to 1. This is 2/3 now P. And this vector, this one is 1/3. This one is, I can say that 1/3 P. So the KL, as you see, this vector, the KL is simply KB vector plus BL vector, okay? So KB vector is 1/3 P plus BL vector here, like this way, negative direction, so it's a -½ Q. So simply it's 1/3 P minus half Q. This is a vector KL. Another one, I want the position vector of M. Position vector of M means the vector OM. To find the vector OM, as you see, not this one. To find the vector, this vector here, this vector OM, to solve it, use even this figure or this parallelogram. Which one? The easiest one. The easiest one to you. So consider I pick the upper one, for example. So both triangle will give you the same answer. So just write OM vector. OM vector is equal to the OM vector is simply OC vector plus CK vector plus KM vector. Okay, the vector is OM, so you have to start with the vectors O and the end or the last vector is M. So OC, as you see here, is Q plus CK is 2/3 P plus the KM is half a KL, and KL we already did here in the first part. Half 1/3 P minus 1/2 Q. Just simplify this by using algebra. This is the position vector of M. So again, you have Q, okay? Plus 2/3 P plus 1/6 P minus 1/4 Q. So the P together, when you add, you have, or start with Q. Q minus quarter Q, 3/4 Q. And the 2/3 P plus 1/6 P just multiplied by 2 up and down here. So 4 plus 1, 5/6 P. And this is the answer of position vector of M, or simply vector OM. Okay? The third triangle here. I'm sorry, here we are here. This. Okay. This is the third question. Okay. And in this figure, I have also many given information. Try to write the given information in the figure, will help you so much to understand and solve. So ABCD is a parallelogram. AB is Q, and AD is P. ARM is a straight line with AB to BM is 1-to-1. AB to BM 1-to-1. Simply, it means this vector also is Q. If this vector Q, this one also is Q. AD to DN, but not the same. AD is 3 parts. AD consider 3 parts, and the DN is 2 parts. Simply, it means when you, if the 3 parts a vector is a value is P vector, the 2 parts will be 2/3 P. Simply like this. 2 parts out of 3 of P. This is the vector DN now. Write MN in terms of that P and Q. MN vector, where's the MN? If the vector is drawn, it's okay. If not drawn, you have to draw it. Where's MN? I want you to see the vector. Yeah, the vector MN is quite easy. This is the third side of the triangle in triangle AMN. The vector MN that you want, MN vector simply is MA plus AN. Okay, so MA is opposite direction of 2q's, negative 2q, plus the an, as you see, is vector p, which is AD, plus 2/3 of vector p. Okay? 2/3 of vector p. So the sum is negative 2q plus 5/3 p by adding p and 2/3 p. That's it. That's it. Quite easy. Okay? Now the straight line MN cuts BC at X. This one. X is midpoint of MN. Oh, good. X is midpoint of MN. Yeah. I found already MN now. So X is midpoint. This part is equal to this part. Each of them half the amount. I found it now. So the question is, find X is midpoint. BX is KP. Okay, I'd like to find the BX vector. Yeah, look at this one. BX vector, this one, look at the BX vector. Let me draw it with, for example, in red. This vector, or other color, just a little bit dark red, or, okay. This vector BX, simply look at this triangle. Look at this triangle. The vector BX now, the vector BX is simply Q plus half, the vector MX, as I said, it's a half MN. Half MN. MN already, I did it now. So if I write it here, this part down because I don't have enough space here. So just write it plus half the MN vector that I found in part 1, negative 2Q plus 5/3 P. By removing brackets, BX vector and simplifying, you have Q minus Q plus half times 5/3 is 5/6 P. Q minus Q is 0. So I found the BX is 5/6 P. Consequently, the K is 5/6. The K here is 5/6. This already just a sample of a vector question. Continue to solve a similar question. I hope all success for every of you. Thank you so much for each of you. Thank you so much. See you next time. Goodbye.